Hi, this is Devin Giddens again. I'm doing a second posting since I talked more about the generalized business growth and expansion of McDonald's. Very sort of a generalized skimming of the facts surrounding its growth and globalization into foreign markets. Um, and I experienced for McDonald's when I was in Europe. Uh, I encountered McDonald's in all sorts of strange places, Florence, in London. Um, it really was one of the few places, I could go anywhere in the world and find something familiar. But anyways, I wanted to talk more about the person I chose to do, which was Richard McDonald. They both, so I wanted to talk more personally about the person specifically. So Richard and Maurice went by sort of Dick and Mac, and that's sort of where the Mac came from with the business, because Maurice went by Mac. Um, but the the McDonald's brothers, Richard, did a lot of uh, different random jobs. They worked at airports. They worked at other businesses. They worked at the movie theaters. Um, Even an aerodrome. They had a food stand. And out of all these jobs, they realized selling cheap hamburgers was uh, the biggest, the most lucrative project, business project that they were doing. So they sort of closed down all their other different businesses and focused on selling burgers and uh, other foods associated with burgers, like French fries, shakes, so on, soft drinks, cheeseburgers, and as time went on, they expanded the menu. But for a while, they were just sort of like a private business, just like any other small local business. In 1952, they still had just one building, and both brothers worked on keeping the building up and running, continuing to cook food. Um, but slowly started to expand, uh, uh, and as I said, although I focused on Richard, McDonald Brothers sort of really came in a pair for all their endeavors. And I touched on this in my other video. After they introduced, sort of a model of fast, speedy, efficient. Um, they adopted other techniques. They sat down with other businesses, learned how to cook food more quickly, and uh, and as I said, they ended up partnering with Ray Kroc, who helped them really expand it into a national franchise operation, but that resulted in legal battles between Richard Maurice and Ray Kroc. But ultimately, when they won those legal battles, they were set to really start expanding on an international scale. And of course, this took time, uh, but yeah. So I found the article, and this was the article I read was by a man named Constant Bion, and he had worked with Richard and had some journal notes from him and some quotes by Richard in the article that I read, along with secondary sources that we used for class, the class readings. And yeah, I found it to be fairly interesting, and I invite any questions or comments on the subject. I would love to engage more. Um, Anyways, thank you so much.